Okay, so I, in a previous video, took a look at the different plans for Xero, and I decided the early plan would be the one that makes the most sense for my business. Because I'm already set up as an accountant user in Xero, I'm going to log in into my accountant user, and then I'm going to set up the business from there. If you were not an accountant user who had an account that you just haven't logged into in ages, what I would do is I would come over here to compare plans and pricing, and then I would select which box is appropriate for you. Would you prefer to get 1 month free, or would you prefer to buy now and get the discounted rate? So I'm just going to zip over to the other tab where I can log into my Xero account. My two-factor authentication. I'm now logged into my Xero account. I'm in the accountant account. This is where I'm going to see a list of all my clients. What I want to do is add a new account. So to do that, I'm going to select Add Client in the upper right-hand corner. I'm going to say New Client. The business structure, let's say LLC. And then I go Gentle Frog Bookkeeping. Once I've entered the business structure, the name, the email, and the phone, I'm going to select Create. So we'll just hang tight while it thinks. What I've done now is I've created a client, but I haven't created the Xero file. What I need to do is go to the upper right-hand corner and click on Create Xero Organization. Add in the organization to your Xero. Thank you. What is the name? Where do you pay taxes? What is your time zone? What do you do? Bookkeeping. Oh, okay. Accounting and bookkeeping services. Ooh, bookkeeping practice. Bookkeeping and training. Let's do that. Although I'm not training on Xero. I do provide training for QuickBooks. What chart of account would you like to use? Let's see what our options are. Well, LLC chart of accounts. What is your previous accounting software? QuickBooks Online. Do you want to convert your data? Let's say yes. I want to know what's going to happen. This is certainly something that's going to come up in like other cases. If I mess it up, it's just me. And if I don't mess it up, then that's even better. So conversions can take 1 to 5 working days, which is great. I've got stuff I need to do next week, which is why I'm recording this on a Sunday in like my Sunday outfit. Start your QuickBooks conversion now. Let's do that. So it opened up a page for a thing called JetConvert. That sounds good. There's a pre-conversion checklist. Start your conversion. So there's for existing organizations, click here. I don't know if I'm an existing organization. Okay, well that didn't do anything for us. Okay, let's take a look at the pre-conversion checklist. What do we need? Okay, so JetConvert has a checklist for all these different softwares. So we're QuickBooks United States, data preparation for QuickBooks Online US. That's us. So they cannot convert payroll. That's fine. QuickBooks Self-Employed, no problem. Multi-currency files, that is a problem. I do have my QuickBooks set up as multi-currency, so this may not work. The rest of this I don't care about. Okay, so you can pause the video and read through this. I'm certainly not going to read it aloud to you. I just want to go to the bottom where it says next steps. So, conversion turnaround time can take up to 5 days. Select your conversion package. Let's take a look at that. So the conversion is not free. Explore our options. Oh, I don't think we'll be doing a conversion. So, which is fine. Like, I think everyone should make their own decision of whether or not they want to do this. I don't know if JetConvert is going to do an amazing job. And I do know that my QuickBooks Online is set up with multi-currency enabled. I don't actually use multi-currency. I was just demoing for a video, and once it's turned on, you can't turn it off. I don't really want to spend $220 to find out if it'll work or not. Also, if I do this myself kind of the slow way, I can make periodic videos, which I think is valuable. So that's what I'm going to do. But I just wanted to kind of show you, like, here's some options, and you can run through and see, does anything here make sense? Is it something you might want to do? I have software that'll make some of this conversion go a little bit smoother, but a lot of what I'm going to do it slowly and carefully so that I can make, like I said, videos. Okay, so let's go back to this. I've gone back to my client list. This is the QuickBooks file that I was setting up for myself. Let me click into it. I can create Xero organization. So we're going to say start trial. Oh, this didn't remember from before. So let's go back to bookkeeping. And the chart of accounts will do LLC, start trial. This time we're not going to click about the conversion because we've decided, or I decided not to do that. So this is what it looks like when you first set it up. I've got 30 days left in the trial. I can choose a plan. I can work with it however I want. So this is me. This is my dashboard. This, in case you don't know, is different from QuickBooks Online. It's not going to look the same. It's not going to behave the same. It's a whole different product. But I think it's a good product. I think it's a good time for me to go back to something that I started really working on a couple years ago, and just revisit that. So the setup for this was probably longer than it needed to be because I was curious about the conversion and then talked through why I would or wouldn't do it. But if you're not planning to use a conversion, if you're just saying, look, I'm going to start with January 1st of this year, just let me get into the file and let me start working. You've seen everything you need to do to get started. Hopefully this is helpful for you. I'm recording this video in April of 2025. It probably won't show up on YouTube until May or June. So by the time you see the video, I'll be back into my groove. I think it's going to be like riding a bicycle. Like you may not have done it for a while, but you can probably pick it back up. I'm not offering training for Xero. I am offering bookkeeping for Xero. So if your business is using Xero, if you're considering using Xero, if Xero is the product for you and you need help with your bookkeeping, please don't hesitate to reach out. Otherwise, I'm just making videos as I work through things because maybe they'll help someone else. Right now, I'm learning calligraphy and crochet, and I'm incredibly grateful for the people who make videos on those topics. So I'm just doing my best to pay it forward. Like, I can't teach anybody how to crochet. Like, I'm still working on my single stitches. But I can teach people this accounting software, and people who know crochet teach about that, and the whole world is better. Okay, thanks. Bye.